When I add something new to my workspace, I judge it by three things: quality, design, and functionality. And after years of refining this setup, only a few accessories earned a permanent spot. So in this video, I want to show you the ones that truly improve the functionality of my desk setup and make it easier for me to work and stay productive every single day. If you want to check them out, all the links will be down in the description. Going through long night editing sessions is pretty much a canon event in every video editor's life. And having a monitor light to protect your eyes once the daylight is gone is one of the best upgrades you can make for your workspace. Luckily, BenQ, one of the sponsors of the video, keeps improving their screen bar lineup, and they've released a fully revised version of the Halo screen bar. The new version comes with a complete redesign and a ton of new features. The first thing you'll notice is the wider backlight with much better coverage, which I absolutely love. Having a bright soft light behind the monitor at night, it reduces eye strain, illuminates the space evenly, and adds a really clean contrast behind your display. They've also redesigned the clamp, and it's much larger and more secure now. It clamps on easily, doesn't damage the screen, and doesn't get in the way of a webcam if you use one. The wireless controller got a huge upgrade too. It now has a built-in rechargeable battery, an on-off switch, and a USB-C port to charge it. And on the front, there's a new display that shows your brightness and color temperature, so you always know exactly what settings you're using. The front light has also been improved. You now get more precise beam with zero glare, which helps reduce reflections and keeps your working area balanced and evenly lit. And then there's one of my favorite upgrades, a hidden motion sensor that turns the screen bar on and off automatically, plus real-time auto-dimming based on the room's lighting. I'm honestly really impressed by this new version of the screen bar Halo, and if you want to check it out, especially now during Black Friday, the link will be in the description. One of the best ways to improve the functionality of your desk is by adding storage within arm's reach. I keep a few small trays scattered around my desk, so all the things I use the most are always easily accessible. By giving each item its own spot, everything stays exactly where it should be. For this purpose, I use a few catch-all trays from BALOLO, the second sponsor of the video. Since my desk is compatible with their setup cockpit lineup, I place two stackable tray sets on each side of the desk. It keeps the look consistent and gives me extra vertical storage without taking more space on the desk. But my favorite desk organizer is definitely the BALOLO setup cockpit. It keeps my iPad in front, always charged, and set at the perfect angle to use it as a second monitor. It hides all the cables behind the desk, and you can customize the entire shelf thanks to its modular mounting grid. You can add accessories such as the MagSafe holder, MacBook stand, or trays to fit exactly how you work. So whether you're a professional or a creator, the setup cockpit makes your workspace more functional and organized. A key component of any desk setup is the keyboard. And while I used to enjoy typing on a chunky one, after trying a low-profile wireless mechanical keyboard, I doubt I'll ever go back again. For me, they offer the best of both worlds. A wireless keyboard keeps the space clean and cable-free, and it also frees up an extra USB-C port on my MacBook. Lofree offers a great variety of fun, wireless mechanical keyboards, and I've had the pleasure of trying a few of them. In the end, I chose the Flow lineup, because it checks everything I need in a compact keyboard. However, I'm not completely satisfied with the second generation, and I actually prefer the first one for a few reasons. The form factor of the first gen is more appealing to me. It's more compact, takes up less space on the desk, and just feels cleaner overall. The toggle switch is also much easier to access on the first gen. On the Flow 2, it's hidden on the back behind one of the legs, which makes it harder to reach. What I do like about the second gen is the touch control on the side, but I honestly think it should have been placed on the left because it would be easier to reach with your non-mouse hand. But whether you go with one or the other, both keyboards are fantastic and genuinely fun to type on. Imagine turning a single Thunderbolt port on your Mac into more than 20 ports you can actually use. That's basically what the CalDigit TS5 Plus does. It takes the limited connectivity of your Mac and turns it into the ultimate workstation. The TS5 Plus supports Thunderbolt 5, which gives you up to 120 gigabits of bandwidth. In simple words, higher refresh rate displays, multiple monitors, faster speeds, and no bottlenecks in your workflow. It comes with a braided Thunderbolt 5 cable that supports up to 240 watts, which is great to see included in the box. On the back, you've got power in, a 10 gigabit Ethernet LAN port, 4 USB-A ports, DisplayPort 2.1, which I'm now using to run my 240Hz LG monitor, and a lot more. The MX Master series from Logitech is still my go-to mouse for ergonomics and functionality. I recently picked up the MX Master 4 to try it out, and honestly I'm not disappointed at all. The new design feels very familiar, but with a few noticeable improvements. The materials feel more premium, and I really like the new plastic texture. It's basically fingerprint proof now. What I don't love is the color choice. Coming from the all black MX Master 3S, for Mac, this lighter color feels like a downgrade, and I really hope they release a pure black version in the future. The biggest change is the new haptic feedback feature. It's interesting, but for me it's a bit distracting while working, so I ended up turning it off. There's also a new button near the thumb that can be fully customized, and the clicks are now silent. Software-wise, we got a new feature called Action Ring, and I absolutely love it. When you press it, a customizable radial menu pops up, and you can assign shortcuts or specific actions to each direction. You can even set different actions for different apps, which can seriously speed up your workflow. Overall, it's a great productivity tool, and with the new upgrades, it's a perfectly functional addition to any workspace. If something reduces cables, cuts clutter, and gives you a clean space to charge your everyday devices, then it automatically improves the functionality of your workspace. The NOMAD Stand 1 Max has been my go-to 3-in-1 wireless charger for a while now. Nothing else really comes close to its build quality. It's heavy, minimal, and the rubber base keeps it perfectly stable on the desk without sliding around. Honestly, it's the best wireless charger I've ever used. If you do any kind of creative work, I genuinely think you should have an NVMe SSD enclosure, and there are a few good reasons why. They're cheaper than buying external SSDs. Even though you pay for the enclosure once, NVMe drives are much cheaper than buying full external SSDs every time. But the most important reason is because they expand the storage of my MacBook without relying on its internal SSD. This way I avoid filling up my internal drive, and I don't have to pay Apple insane upgrade prices for more internal storage. Desk pads are usually just an aesthetic upgrade or a layer of protection for your desk. But Grovemade didn't think the same. With the Studio Pad, they completely rethought what a desk pad could be. It features a premium aluminum build with a real lip that holds your devices upright while you read notes, write scripts, or watch videos. There's also a wooden tray that keeps your stationery neatly in one place, and cable pass-through hole if you need to route wires. The back is covered in a thick layer of cork to protect your desk from scratches. Overall, the Studio Pad makes your workspace feel premium and adds an extra layer of functionality to your setup. So far, these are the desk accessories that generally improve the functionality of my workspace. They're functional, they're high quality, and they stay on my desk for a reason. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.